Now, this comparison between a Bruno Fernandez and a Pedri is just thoughtless. People that are comparing the two, they don't know what they are doing, because they are the two midfielders. They are two sides of the opposite coin. You get what Pedri is. That's what Bruno Fernandez is not. What Bruno Fernandez is, that's what Pedri is not. So you can't compare. It's like you comparing a striker and a defender. I don't get you guys. Now let's take a look at the kind of player a Pedri is. Pedri is a calm, elegant, press resistant midfielder. He's a kind of player that no matter how much you press him, that is, no matter how much you put pressure on him, he will never lose the ball. He knows when to slow down the tempo of a game. He knows when to pass the ball. He thrives on through passes. He does not score a lot of goals. You get. He controls the tempo of the game. He makes true passes. He's elegant. He's press resistant. You get. He's one of the best midfielder in the world right now. Now, for a Bruno Fernandez is a high risk, high reward kind of midfielder. He makes things happen in a game. He frequently requests for a pass. You get. He will give you goals. He gives you shot outside the box. He never looks sideways. He's always forward. If you give him the ball, he's always looking for that true run made by either an attacker or a striker. So you can't compare the two. What I will get from a Bruno Fernandez, I can't get it from a Pedri. What I will get from a Pedri, I can't get it from Bruno Fernandez. So what are you people comparing about? You get. Fernandez gives you goal. Pedri does not. Pedri controls the tempo of the game. Fernandez does not. Fernandez is high risk. Pedri is not. Pedri is press resistant. Fernandez is not. He's high risk, high reward. So what are you comparing? I know Pedri is top class, same way Fernandez is top class. You guys forget because maybe Fernandez plays for a Manchester United team. That's why people look down on him. He's in a Portuguese squad filled with all kind of stars. There's a Vitinha in that Portuguese squad. Will you compare Vitinha and a Fernandez? Vitinha is the same likeness with Pedri. So what are we talking about? The argument is baseless and senseless. What you get in a Pedri, you can't get in a Fernandez. What you get in a Fernandez, you can't get in a Pedri. They are two sides of the opposite coin. Find their midfielders, but they are two sides of the opposite coin. So we should all shut our trap and stop arguing. They are different players and they are both world class. Simple.